Hi, ladies and gents. Um, so it's been a while since I put up anything in this channel, let alone in English. But I thought, 2021 would be a good opportunity to put something new. So I just had this thought occur to me. Um, I mean, 2020 has been a really difficult year. I'm sure for many of you, if not for, if not in personal matters, then probably politically, and even personally, uh, you know, we've all experienced the lockdowns and the stay-at-home orders and restrictions and social distancing, and some of you masks. So this has been kind of a crazy year, and I've been wanting to put up a video about the coronavirus and lockdowns and all of that, but I just I didn't have time, but I did formulate. I wrote a few articles, many in Hebrew, but I wrote probably the best take that I have on the coronavirus in English. So I'll put a link in the description. You can read what I have there. Um, so I mean, basically, and I'm not going to go into it, but I think, or I'm estimating that this coronavirus is the this is the threshold from a mixed economy into totalitarianism. So I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take until we become, fully totalitarian, and what does that even mean? Like, are we going to be? Maybe it won't be even totalitarian. Maybe it'll just be, we'll just descend into these half or just like dysfunctional dictatorships. I don't know, like in South America or Eastern Europe. This could be like the future. If not the near future, then probably the midterm future. But I was thinking, well, how can we remain positive and optimistic and most importantly happy, because that's the goal of each individual. We should strive for happiness. Um, and I was thinking about this. I mean, first of all, you have the hint here in the photo in the background, um, and I was thinking about a Leonard Peikoff lecture. Let me just pull it up so I don't mess up the name. Okay, so it's called "Why Ancient Greece is My Favorite Civilization." Now, this you won't find it on YouTube. I highly recommend listening to this lecture. It's just a half hour, maybe even a little bit less. It's on the e-store of the Ayn Rand Institute. So just go to the e-store. It costs like $3 or $4, and I really encourage you to listen to this lecture. So I don't want to spoil it to you, but I will say just one small spoiler, which is kind of the message of this video. Um, so Peikoff explains basically why he chose ancient Greece as his favorite civilization of all time, and like he compares it to the 19th century. So the 19th century, it's an amazing century in human history. You got art, you have the Industrial Revolution, you have just this booming energy and culturally so positive, and everybody's looking at the future, and you know Peikoff states this explicitly. He says the 19th century was about the future. It was about education, it was about progress, it was about science. So you have basically all this, you have the Western world with this huge, just so energized, looking at the future, being really optimistic, knowing that, or not knowing is maybe not a good word, but believing that humanity can only go forward from here and on. Uh, but Peikoff, he kind of criticizes that, because he says, okay, so even though that's amazing, and it would have been amazing to live in that era, he says, well, the Greeks, they didn't look at the future. They were just saying, like, now is perfect. We don't need the future. We don't need the like all the progress, and we don't need to like have this ideal, far away, and that we need to reach, and this kind of a I don't know, like a redemption kind of idea about humanity. Like the reality existence is good as it is. It's here right now. We can do whatever, we can achieve our values, we can achieve our goals, we can just be happy here. So even though the Greeks didn't use the term happiness, maybe, they use I forget the term now, eudaimonia or something like that. I don't want to butcher it. But basically a term that means flourishing. So they were all about flourishing, and they didn't think that it will take us dozens of years or the next century. They just lived it. They lived it. So I think this is a good kind of it's a good outtake to delve into 2021. Just think about the Greek, you know, uh, ancient Greece. They didn't have the material wealth that we have here. Um, they had. I mean, there were difficult things in Greece. There was probably more war than here. There was slavery. There was just they didn't have the technology that we have, the health that we have, and all of that. So, and yet they thought they lived in a perfect world. So even though everything around us is kind of crumbling and politics is going, is becoming more authoritarian, um, within our lives we can still um, build up these kind of bubbles. It's not like it's not an escape from reality, but it's what we can achieve within our own individual spaces. And if that means that you have to move from your state that has many lockdowns, then move. This is what I am looking to do. Um, and if it means you need to change a job, or if whatever. Um, I was listening to this lecture by Lisa Van Dam. I think it was about John Keats, and she was speaking about this editor publisher. His name was Hunt Lee, I believe, or Lee Hunt. He was a poet. He was a writer. He was a founder of the Examiner in Britain. And at one point, he was put in jail for a libel, and I think he was there for like 2 years. And it's just an amazing story. So he goes into jail, and he starts to plant a garden, outside in the yard, and he brings all this furniture into his cell. I mean, I don't know if you could do that today if you go to jail. Probably not. But the point is, he made his own personal space into just this, comfortable, nice, inspirational location. I apologize if my vocabulary is kind of off, but English is my second language, so I can't really speak as I want to speak, but I think you're getting the message. So this is my message to you for 2021. Let's be like the Greeks. Let's just say, hey, life is perfect, existence is perfect. So unless government clamps down on you and physically prevents you from doing what you want to do, and I mean this could happen, and this has happened this past year, but we still have kind of room for maneuver to expand our minds, and within the liberties that we do have, we can still, strive for happiness, pursue happiness. So, I mean, think about An Atlas Shrugged. I mean, it's been ages since I read it, but I remember where Galt is taken to he's taken into custody, and they even torture him, and he's this. I mean, obviously he's a giant, so this cannot. I mean, none of us are John Galt's, but his reason, he's so powerful in that rationality faculty that even the physical beatings that he's getting from his torturers, like they mean nothing to him. And that's the kind of spirit that I think objectivists should have in the coming year, in the coming years. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just wanted to make it short. I hope I can do more videos this year. I'll try. I want to do, like I said, a Corona video. And maybe other things. I have something in Hebrew that I want to do next. And I started to write more, so follow me on Medium. And that's pretty much it. If I have any other updates, I'll let you know. And Happy New Year.